Welcome to the Financial Doctor Show.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening. Welcome to the Financial Doctor Show. I'm Nick, your financial doctor. Hi, welcome to Elmie Aman Najas, Chairman of Malaysian Takaful Association, my special guest for tonight. Hi, Cik Elmie, apa khabar?
Khabar baik.
Alhamdulillah. I'm so glad to have you tonight, Elmie. So actually, basically, when we have this show, the Financial Doctor Show, basically kita nak create awareness to Malaysians about full financial planning. So tonight I have Encik Elmie tonight to talk about the function of insurance and takaful in financial planning. Okay, so Elmie, before we start, let's just take 1 minute for me to share this live show, this FB live show onto my personal FB, okay? All right. Okay. It should be there. Share to page. Post. Share. Okay. Alright. So Elmie, apa khabar?
Alhamdulillah. Very good.
Alhamdulillah. That's great.
And how are you?
Okay. I'm good too. I think it has been a long time since we last met. I think must be sebelum MCO lah kot, right?
Yes.
That shows how long things have been. Okay, so basically I've just tell you just now, the reason why kita buat the Financial Doctor Show is to create awareness among Malaysians out there about full financial planning, and insurans dan takaful ni adalah satu benda yang sangat-sangat penting, elemen yang sangat-sangat penting dalam financial planning. Okay, tetapi saya rasa ramai lagi kat luar sana yang masih tidak mempunyai proper protection. Okay, that's the reason why I have Elmie tonight. But before we go into details of these questions, Elmie, maybe you can introduce a little bit about yourself, Elmie.
Thank you, Nick. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, thank you very much, Nick, for inviting me to appear on the Financial Doctor Show. I think this is an excellent opportunity for us to have a very good discourse and discussion about the importance of financial planning, and especially tonight in terms of insurance and takaful. So, okay, as stated there, I am Elmie, Chairman of Malaysian Takaful Association. Now, in addition to that, I am also the CEO of AIA Public Takaful, Berhad. And I have, I started in the industry 25 years ago. So, in fact, this year is my 25th year in the industry, and it has been a very fulfilling journey for me. We'll talk a bit about later in terms of how has it been, and I'm just so happy to be given the opportunity to be on your show and for us to talk about financial planning tonight.
Great. It's also a pleasure for us to have you tonight on our show. Okay, so sebelum kita pergi kepada soalan-soalan yang lebih serius, kita nak mengenali Encik Elmie Aman Najas serba sedikit. Okay, Elmie, what is your passion in your work in the industry? In this industry?
Well, Nick,
yes.
Dalam masa saya kecil dululah, I remember my arwah grandmother who told me that she wants me to become a doctor. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So that was my early ambition, actually, to become a doctor. And I sort of really wanted to become a doctor, not only because of pesanan of my arwah wan, but because I feel that I would like to be in position to help people. Okay, because I love helping people, right? Now, well, that was a dream, that was the aspiration. As I entered university, unfortunately, I was not able to make it into medical school. Okay. But Allah tu Maha Besar, Allah tu Maha Kaya, I found myself working for an insurance company in 1996, right? And through the years working in industry, having spent 25 years working in industry, I now find that being in this industry, helping people to plan for their finances, actually in a way has helped me to achieve my aspiration in life. my purpose in life, which is to help people, kan? So it
True.
is strange, it is remarkable how God and Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala through His plans, you know, sometimes we tend to question why things happen. I was very sedih lah, sad that I was not able to become a doctor, but God
Tapi
is great, kan?
agak-agaknya kalau Elmie lah seorang doktor, will you be a gynae or you be apa nama heart specialist ataupun apa bahagian apa rasanya?
Oh, okay. So since you ask, kalau lah kan, if it had been a case where I was able to achieve my ambition to become a doctor, I would probably just serve as a MO, as a medical officer.
Okay.
But I would want to be in places where it is out of reach. So which means serving, serving in the interior, serving with, in Doctors Without Borders, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Doing
That's
those
good.
kind of work, mercy ke, kan?
Yeah.
Because I am an outdoor person. I don't quite like staying in cooped up in a room, right?
Yes.
So that would probably be what I do, serving, helping the community outside in the reaches where
Very
medical services are very
noble intention.
yeah. Thank you, yeah.
So Elmie, aside from work, what is your hobby?
My hobby.
Yes.
Okay, so I am passionate about outdoors.
Okay.
So I like to be in the jungle, hiking up the mountain, in the river, those kind of things.
Wow.
That's one of my interests. The second interest is probably is traveling on two wheels. Tak kisah motor ke, basikal ke, that's I like to be free and traveling around on two wheels.
I used to be involved in the outdoors program last time, and I've been up to, I must say, like, this is one thing that I'm really proud of myself. I never thought that I would have done this, that I've been up onto Gunung Tahan. Dah naik atas
well
turun.
done.
So I think that's my one achievement in my life that I will tell everyone. Huh?
Not easy tau Gunung Tahan. I've been there.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was, but I must thank to my CEO at that point of time who actually made me do it. Okay, so Elmie, tell us, what is one fun fact about yourself that you think others don't know about it?
Okay. One thing that people may not know about me. I told you about my ambition that I wanted to become a doctor, right?
Yes.
So I was not able to make it into medical school, but I was able to get myself into the science faculty. Okay.
Okay. All right.
And I am actually trained as a geneticist.
Geneticist, what is that?
Okay. So genetics.
Okay,
So this is where some of the cool things that we do in terms of genetic engineering, in terms of molecular biology. And what got me there was actually when I was inspired by the movie Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Kan Jurassic Park kan, there were a lot of it's stuff about genetic engineering, right? How you then recreate dinosaur daripada dulu, right?
Okay. All right.
So I found myself studying genetics, and I am actually trained as a geneticist.
But I don't understand. Then how come you land into an insurance company from a geneticist?
That's why I say God is great.
Long story cut
So
short.
when I applied for the role in the insurance company, they wanted someone who had a life science background,
Nice.
biology background. So that they were looking for an underwriter. Jadi given my background in biology, in life science, I do have a certain fair knowledge about medical report, reading blood test report. So that's how I got into the industry.
Okay, all right, cool.
Very interesting journey. Yeah.
Very, very interesting. But I think there are many people out there also who has different background tapi kerja lain. Kan? Okay, Elmie, share with us what is your favorite quotes in life?
My favorite food.
Favorite quotes.
Quote. Okay.
Yes.
So one quote that I like is that when we set dreams,
And
we must ensure that when we set dreams and aspiration and
Okay.
ambition, we must ensure that the dreams and ambition that we set are bigger than our challenges.
Okay.
Okay. Now it's important for us to have very big, bold ambitions, so that whenever we come across any challenges that we may face, those challenges don't seem so big,
Yeah.
given the
It's like
fact that
natural.
kita ada ambition yang besar kan. So
Betul.
that's helped me, and I share that a lot also, with the people that I come across with.
Great.
So always remember to set ambition and challenges that are bigger than ambition and dreams that are bigger than your challenges.
Bigger than the challenges. Fantastic. I like that, Elmie. I think it's very, very inspiring. Always set dreams and ensure that it's bigger than the challenges. So that when you wanted to achieve your dream, you dah biasa dengan your challenge too, then it's easier for you. Okay,
So that your challenges don't seem so big as compared to your dreams.
Exactly. Correct. Okay, so the last question. What's your favorite food?
Okay. Given my my family lah background kan, my father,
Yes.
we have a bit of a Minang blood there,
Okay.
Sumatera. So I love nasi padang. Okay, that's
Nasi
one.
padang.
Yeah, and secondly, on my mother's side, on Johor. So it's laksa Johor, right?
Okay.
So you put nasi padang and laksa Johor in front of me, I'm syurga di
Wow.
dunia lah untuk I.
Cool. My wife makes a good laksa Johor too. Maybe one day we can invite you and family over.
Yeah, hulu-hulu lah sikit.
Will do. All right. Thank you for sharing about yourself, Elmie. So now let's go to the main part of the show tonight. So first question. Apakah peranan insurans and takaful dalam perancangan kewangan?
Okay. Nick, bila kita bercerita tentang perancangan kewangan,
Okay.
I think it's important that we understand the process of financial planning lah. And if we look at many literature on financial planning, that there is a pyramid to financial planning. The base is actually about preservation of wealth,
Okay.
and then it's accumulation of wealth, and then the distribution of wealth. Okay, so in terms of preservation of wealth, this is about managing your financial risk to ensure that you are able to be financially resilient. Okay, sekiranya ada apa-apa yang berlaku. So that's very important as the foundation of financial planning. So insurans dan takaful memainkan peranan yang amat penting in the foundation of that financial planning. So with insurance and takaful, we are able to ensure that we manage our risk, so that sekiranya ada apa-apa yang berlaku, that can be anything kan, it can be sickness, it can be you permanently disabled, so you will not fall below the current standard of living. And this is very important because we have seen unfortunately banyak keadaan di negara kita di mana artikel-artikel yang keluar kadang-kadang mereka yang memohon bantuan as a result of them not being well and have to pay for medical bills, ataupun kita lihat sedih bila melihat keluarga where the family cannot continue with their standard of living because the breadwinner tu dah meninggal dunia kan. So this is very important, and this is the first step in terms of financial planning. Sebelum kita berfikir untuk how to grow our wealth, bagaimana kita nak distribute our wealth, we must make sure that first we protect what we have. So that's why insurance and takaful is a foundation of financial planning.
Alright. I like the way you put pyramid tu. Preservation, accumulation, and on top tadi apa dia, Elmie?
Distribution.
Distribution. Okay. And preservation being the base of the pyramid, which support, kan? Dia support the pyramid tu. So the base tu, preservation. Di mana insurans dan takaful ni dalam full financial planning adalah sesuatu yang kita transfer risk. Macam Elmie cakap tadi itu, sekiranya berlaku apa-apa kepada keluarga, at least there is a backup. Kan? Ataupun berlaku sesuatu kepada diri sendiri, okay, hilang mata pencarian, there is also a backup. Okay, so with that, I nak tanya, apakah perlindungan ataupun investment? Perlindungan against VS versus investment. What is your feedback or input on this?
So in my opinion, it starts with perlindungan dulu, right? Fortunately, dalam in the rangkaian produk-produk yang ada sekarang ni lah, produk-produk takaful insurance yang ada, there are also certain products that in addition to giving protection will also provide some cash value. Okay, so it's important that that people have a choice in terms of what product they want. So dalam proses when someone wants to consider perlindungan takaful atau insurance, there should be some analysis that's being done, a bit of fact find, to understand the needs of the customers, and depending again, and we can talk a bit more about this, where your life stage is. So that mix between protection dan juga investment tu kita boleh vary lah, atau kita boleh pelbagaikan, right? So that's very important. One thing, Nick, saya nak tekankan di sini is that it's very important for you to start taking up takaful dan insurance semasa you masih muda lagi. Okay, kerana semasa muda, the contribution rate ataupun the premium rate for you is actually very very much cheaper, berbanding bila you dah berumur macam saya ni, as I'm already 50, right? So when you are young, do this bila you masih lagi muda. Insurance dan takaful is best entered when you're young, supaya you have got a very long long-term saving, and that you can then have a plan for long-term lah. Insurans takaful bukannya sesuatu yang you buat, you do this as a short-term thing. It's a long-term duration. So lebih awal you masuk, lebih bagus. And also it's important for you to subscribe to a plan sementara you masih sihat lagi. Because kalau you dah bila you dah ada penyakit, then it becomes a bit difficult lah untuk you dapat coverage. So it's important you start young and you start when you're healthy. So this message goes out to a lot of our youth lah di luar sana tu.
Betul.
Start early.
Early, start masa masih muda, so that is cheaper, alright, dan juga masih muda ni masih sihat lagi, kan? Okay. So having said that, Elmie, despite the pandemic, kan, kita tengok statistic shows that 85% Malaysian are not covered. Okay, so it goes macam yang Elmie cakap, kita bagi nasihat, alright, tetapi still statistic shows otherwise. So what's the reason? Kenapakah masih ramai Malaysian tidak mengambil perlindungan takaful? Apakah isu dia? What's the issue?
Okay, so ada dua lah. In my humble opinion, ada dua, right? First one is that tentang kesedaran, the awareness of the importance of financial planning. So and the importance of protection, the awareness on the importance of protection. So saya rasa there is still a lot more that we can do to ensure that a lot more people ni lebih prihatin tentang kepentingan to do their financial planning, and get themselves protected. So that's why the show yang you buat ni, Nick, I really admire it. It's one of the good thing that we can do to create more awareness around the need for financial planning. Okay. Now, so satu is about awareness. This one kena mengena dengan financial literacy. Secondly, is about distribution reach ataupun how making it available for the people to subscribe to Takaful ataupun insurance. And this one, this is where the role that you play in this show is also very important. I think there is a role untuk kita promote the career as a financial advisor. Okay? Because dengan adanya lebih ramai orang yang memilih untuk to choose a career as a financial planner, maka kita ada lebih ramai lagi orang that will be able to distribute and talk to people about these products. Okay, so these are the two things in my opinion mengapa the penetration rate untuk takaful dan insurance masih lagi rendah, is because of kesedaran, dan keduanya the accessibility of people to buy such products. So the role of financial advisor important. Memang dalam keadaan sekarang ni kita saksikan that companies also start to distribute products secara melalui internet, direct to consumer. So there is also another way of reaching out to the public. Okay. But I also have to say that ada perbezaan antara produk-produk yang boleh dibeli secara online dan produk-produk yang dipasarkan oleh advisors. Kerana produk-produk yang dipasarkan online ni merupakan produk-produk yang lebih menjurus kepada produk-produk yang senang difahami, simple produk, okay? But produk-produk yang memerlukan lebih penerangan, that's where the role of financial advisors are very important. Saya juga ingin share that although kita cakap that the penetration rate of insurance dan takaful masih lagi rendah, tetapi kita dapat saksikan dari dalam masa pandemik ini that kesedaran ini semakin meningkat. Okay? Ini kerana because of the pandemic, people are much more concerned tentang protection, especially medical. Okay, so we have seen that there has been generally an increase in the awareness of the importance of financial protection and importance of takaful insurance. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Yes, and we also see during this time that more people are attracted to become financial advisor kerana demand tu ada. Okay, so this is actually a very good time untuk kita menceburi bidang insurans dan takaful, because the awareness is now better and there are a lot of opportunities for us to service and provide khidmat kita lah kepada masyarakat to ensure that many more Malaysians are getting themselves protected.
Alhamdulillah, it's good to hear that it is increasing the penetration rate for insurance and takaful. It's a good news and I hope it keep on increasing. Okay, so Elmie, adakah I don't know whether is it because of the harga menjadi satu isu, tapi I got to know that there's something which Bank Negara has launched, perlindungan tenang. Alright, so can you please explain more apa yang Bank Negara buat ni? And where can we get this from?
Okay, so very good question, Nick. So kita bercakap tadi tentang how do we make coverage more accessible? How do we get people to participate dalam takaful dan insurance? Jadi under the initiative of Bank Negara, working together with the industry, both takaful dan juga insurance, so the industry has actually launched with the support of Bank Negara, apa yang kita panggil perlindungan tenang. Dan perlindungan tenang ini merupakan satu inisiatif, as I mentioned, to ensure that we make coverage more accessible to the general public. Dan 5 key principle of perlindungan tenang ianya these produk-produk yang dikategorikan sebagai perlindungan tenang based on 5 key principles. Number 1, they are affordable, mampu milik.
Affordable.
Keduanya, they have it's easy for people to access this product. Okay, senang untuk seseorang itu melanggan produk-produk ini. They offer very good protection value. Okay. Fourthly, keempat, senang difahami, easy to understand. Okay. Dan kelima, it is also easy to purchase, make nomination and also make claim. Okay. So these are the 5 key principles.
Okay, so I repeat: affordable, easily accessible, good protection value, senang difahami dan juga easy to purchase.
Correct. Right? Easy to purchase, easy to make nomination, and easy to claim. So okay. So these are the 5. All right. Now, these products are offered by Takaful operator dan juga penanggung insurans. And bukan tidak semua, there are certain companies that offer this. Okay. And just in terms of affordability, kan, for example, from where I come from my company, the plan that we have ni is serendah 11 sen sehari.
Wow, very
ataupun RM40 setahun.
RM40 setahun.
Okay, depending on your gender, smoker status dan juga your health declaration lah. Okay, and so you can see that it's very affordable. Okay, now one thing about this product is that it is offered. Most companies offer this product secara online. Okay, so someone, a prospect, anyone who's interested untuk subscribe to this product can go and visit, the company's website. Dan dalam situ, they can actually access and purchase these products.
I see.
Okay, for the full list of companies yang offer perlindungan tenang ni, you can go to the MTA website ataupun the Life Insurance Association Malaysia, LIAM. MTA is Malaysian Takaful Association lah. Okay, you can go to MTA ataupun LIAM website to actually find out which companies are offering perlindungan tenang, and then go to this company's website and subscribe to the plan. Okay. One good thing is that dalam budget speech 2020, kerajaan telah memperuntukkan sebanyak 100 juta ringgit untuk kepada mereka yang berada dalam kategori B40 untuk subscribe to these products. So if you are qualified, you can actually get a 50 ringgit voucher untuk beli the product.
Alright, I think this is very very good because I see that bila you kata as cheap as 11 sen sehari, RM40 setahun. Alright, so that means nombor satu, I tengok daripada segi financial planning perspective, right? I mean, if during this pandemic, you see, there's not so much that you can afford, betul tak? Jadi at least with that 11 sen sehari tu, at least you bolehlah ambil sedikit. Tapi from the second point yang I nak cakap sini ialah having the awareness. So when you have that awareness, you know that betapa pentingnya perlindungan insurans dan takaful dalam financial planning. So you start with something. At least you have. Okay, so tak kira lah, it may not be that much, tetapi dengan 11 sen tu at least something that you have. Kalau apa-apa berlaku, ada sesuatu. So I think this is a very very good initiative dan by Bank Negara, and pada pendengar kat luar sana, you can check out the provider dekat MTA punya website ataupun LIAM punya website, macam mana Encik Elmie dah cakap tadi, so that you get to know, understand apakah protection yang ada dalam perlindungan tenang ni, and make your decision, get yourself covered. So mulakan dengan tak kiralah sedikit pun, at least you start with something, you have the understanding. Alright, so Elmie, what is your view with regards to protection for mental health? I mean, this is a bit berbeza sikit soalan daripada apa tu. It's just that dalam kita bercerita tentang protection, kita pukul rata lah untuk semua rakyat Malaysia, tetapi ada certain golongan special, okay, yang I would say maybe benda ni tidaklah I'm not sure what is the coverage like ataupun how the industry look at this. So that's why I want to ask you this question. Your view with regards to protection for mental health.
Okay, we have seen how this has become an issue that's very important sekarang ni. Okay.
Yeah.
Itulah we know that we are going through difficult time because of COVID-19. But it is because we are going through such difficult time lah. Then there is certain there is more awareness on certain things kan. Macam I cakap tadi, the awareness on protection is now better compared to before. And one of the things that we have realized is that mental health is equally important at this point in time. Bukan saja physical tetapi mental. Lebih-lebih lagi semasa dalam keadaan pandemik sekarang ni kan. So this is a matter that is getting a lot more attention from a lot of people. Okay, we see that semasa MCO, one of the reason mengapa kerajaan membenarkan kita to still go and exercise, of course with the SOP, is to ensure that kita dapat ensure that kita punya mental health is at a very good level lah. Okay. Now, so mental health support is also important. Kalau dulunya ada banyak stigma whenever someone seeks the attention of bila dia nak minta bantuan atau sokongan dari segi mental health. Okay. Tapi sekarang ni I think times have changed. People now see that it's okay to talk about mental health. So there's kesedaran tu makin tinggi sekarang ni lah. Now, I must say that the industry is still learning tentang mental health. This is something that we are still trying to get our act together in terms of what kind of support yang kita boleh beri. Because insurance and Takaful, they play a critical role in ensuring that they protect the well-being of the society lah. Okay, so in that regard, through what I have seen, the companies are starting to offer coverage mengenai mental health. So far, we've seen 2 companies already doing this. Memberikan perlindungan tentang mental health, and I believe many more companies will also start offering this. But I think that we need to give them a bit more time because this is not an easy subject to deal with. Okay, so we've seen, as I said, kita dah lihat, as I mentioned, we've seen 2 companies already launching protection regarding mental health, and I believe that many more companies will be doing so because this has become an important issue amongst Malaysians lah. Yeah.
Okay. I think if we relate this right to what you have mentioned just now, insurance being the preservation ataupun sebagai satu base. Okay. So isu mental health dalam situasi pandemik sekarang ni kita boleh nampak dengan banyaknya kes-kes suicide, right? So I'm not saying that we condone suicide, but then again, the perspective that we look at is not the person who committed the suicide, but the perspective that we would like to look at is also juga those that is being left behind. Kan? I mean, satu kita tengok mental health daripada segi that person sendiri mengalami situasi itu, dan satu lagi ialah what about the family that is being left behind, right? So I think kalau kita cakap tentang the basic tu, so it meets the criteria macam yang kita cakap tadi itulah, kan? Sekiranya berlaku sesuatu kepada the breadwinner, kepada orang yang utama dalam keluarga tu, the main person dalam keluarga, dan apa yang berlaku, apa yang nak ditinggalkan kepada the family that is being left behind. So I guess that's a thing which I feel that macam itulah yang Elmie cakap tadi tu, the industry is still learning. Because I do have cases, situations yang tanya tentang mental health ni. But like what I said lah, there's not much choices at the moment. The industry is still learning, but I hope that to see more and more companies participating into this, right? Given the current situation. Okay, so let's say if we talk about mental health now, a little bit something. I think you have mentioned just now the development in the local industry, in the local Takaful in insurance industry. There are two companies that already go into mental health punya protection. Okay, what about OKU, orang kurang upaya? Do they have the same? I mean, apakah protection yang open for them? Apakah protection yang boleh mereka ambil? Ataupun how do we go about assessing this?
Okay, so with regards to the OKU, okay, this is also another segment that that you know the industry will need to address lah in meeting the needs of this. Okay, the challenge is that bagi segmen ini, it's a very the kind of disability yang seseorang tu ada under this category can be very wide. Okay, jadi in order to come up with a plan that would be able to meet the needs of OKU, I think there needs to be more research and discussions in terms of what are the needs to meet the needs of this segment of people. I think that there needs to be more discussions about this. Correct. So that we are able to then understand these needs better, so that we are able to design the appropriate products untuk this segment, because it's not an easy segment untuk kita provide coverage for. Okay, again, disability can occur in many ways, tapi kita tahu there's a need. The basic premise is that ada keperluan di sini. So the question is, how do we address the keperluan, but making sure that we are able to do this in the right way, supaya the coverage yang kita provide ini is something yang sustainable, moving forward. Okay, so then there needs to be more dialogue, there needs to be more conversations around this, so that we are able to understand the issue better, and then I am hopeful lah that inshallah one day we'll be able to see more and more coverages coming out for this segment of people. Okay, because as I said, keperluan tu is there, and kita pun as a responsible industry, kita pun want to see what we can do lah, right? But we need to have a lot more conversation and discussion and research into this.
Yeah, I like that you are open with this question, and there are keperluan more discussion, and that you see that there's a need for this. Because I have met a situation where the parents have children with difficulty in studies. Okay, apa dia panggil tu? Autism dan the other one, but they have difficulties in getting protection, basic medical protection, when lambat belajar, kesukaran untuk belajar itu has nothing to do with it. So I am just trying to understand. But from since there's a challenge at the moment, but I see that the industry are actually slowly changing and see the need and ada keperluan di situ. So from financial planning perspective, I always tell them the very least that you can do now is to do something which you can take control of. So that means you've got to set aside some amount of money for your children medication at the moment. So if you can't get protection, so at least you have got to create yours. You have got to do some savings, put aside some money untuk any medical protection needed, at least you have this money that you can use. But yeah, the reason why I bring up this question so that at least we can still go on to create awareness also among the industry, to see the need of this special group of people. When I talk just now about mental health and also about OKU.
So Nick, I just want
Yeah.
to supplement that. You know, Takaful and insurance, they play a very important role in society.
Betul.
To provide financial resilience and also social resilience. Okay, because you know, without kalau if we don't play a role in helping financial resilience and social resilience, the effect of this is that the government will then have to step in, right, to help you know, address the needs of this segment, and this is where kalau kita ada if we are able to, if insurance and Takaful is able to then address these needs, then we would be able to really help you know, the community and society lah. Okay, and that's, and ultimately that's the aim of Takaful Insurance, which is to actually help the society in managing their risk and provide the financial and social resilience to the country. Yeah, so they play a very important role in economy. You know,
Definitely.
Without this, you can imagine lah how difficult is this going to be for government to assist. You know. And that's why it's important that for those of us that can afford, yang layak untuk mengambil insurans Takaful, to do so, right? Because it will help to improve the social resilience of the country.
Correct. Yes. One of the thing yang kita buat dalam financial planning is also to assess keperluan insurance. Okay, dan kita tengok daripada segi perlindungan debt cancellation, kita tengok daripada segi family income, kita tengok daripada segi family income, that means segi berlaku kematian kepada the main breadwinner, dan juga kita lihat daripada segi income replacement. Okay, sekiranya berlaku cacat kekal, dan juga satu lagi ialah ketika illness. Itu 36 penyakit kritikal. Jadi kita cuba memberi pemahaman daripada 4 aspek ni supaya mereka faham apakah perlindungan yang mereka perlu sebenarnya. Jadi bila kita, sebab kadang-kadang bila cakap insurans sama Takaful ni, maybe they just take it secara general macam tu. Tapi bila kita go deep, alright, to explain to them the type of protection ni, sebenarnya then only dia faham, oh sebenarnya duit ni kita perlu ambil perlindungan ni adalah untuk if anything happen, at least okay, cover all my loan, so that anak bini tak perlu fikir, tak perlu risau. Kalau lah kita cakap pasal hutang rumah, mereka tak perlu risau rumah tu dililung, mereka tak perlu risau rumah tu diambil oleh bank kan. Ataupun bila kita cakap pasal family income, at least anak-anak, isteri tidak perlu ditinggalkan dalam keadaan meminta-minta kan. So I guess dan juga satu lagi lah income replacement lah. This one also macam saya cakap tadi, ada sometimes benda tu berlaku bukannya kematian, tetapi jadi cacat kekal. Alright, jadi hilang mata pencarian yang menyebabkan you tidak boleh bekerja, ataupun you have got to take a sabbatical leave. Alright, jadi awareness yang sebegini yang saya rasa from financial planning perspective, we have got to keep on explaining to them. Alright, berapa banyak protection yang you perlu. Dan juga of course critical illness. Bila saya cakap critical illness tu, yalah, saya pun dah berumur lah. Saya rasa saya ni lagi muda pada Encik Elmie kot. Okay, but the point which I'm trying to say is, at this kind of age, I am 47, so kesedaran tentang penyakit tu dah mula timbul. But at this kind of age juga kita kena bersiap sedia. Hopefully kita sihat lah, hopefully kita maintain sihat. But then we have got to be prepared just in case critical illness happen. So at least we have an amount of money yang kita boleh gunakan untuk dapatkan maybe alternative treatment, ataupun boleh kita guna untuk kita just take 1 or 2 years sabbatical leave untuk kita berehat, untuk recover. Okay, jadi having said that kan, Encik Elmie, how do we educate public about over ataupun underinsured?
Okay. So the question is, how do we educate the public about over and underinsured?
Yes.
Maybe you can elaborate a bit on the question. Yeah.
Okay. You see, I have met people who like because some people yang sangat rasa macam takut sesuatu yang berlaku, jadi dia beli insurans tu banyak. Okay, whatever insurance yang ada, yang selagi ada, dia beli. Jadi bila kita tengok dia ambil insurance tu melampau, which I feel that kalau general rule kita tak nak dia punya premium ataupun bayaran contribution tu more than 15% of dia punya income. Tapi ramai juga di luar sana yang masih like, oh, they pay so much for that. Itu yang over, okay, over insured. That means ada juga yang ambil perlindungan yang melebihi daripada apa yang diperlukan. Because from financial planning perspective, okay, ataupun I think most people also akan calculate berapa banyakkah your death and TBD yang sewajarnya yang you ambil. Tapi kalau you ambil terlampau banyak, menyebabkan you tidak boleh simpan duit untuk other life priorities. For example, because of you pay so much untuk you punya insurance atau takaful, you are not able to save for your retirement, you're not able to save for your children's education. So kalau itu over, kalau under, tak cukup lah. That means you pay too little. If anything were to happen, you have got to terpaksa guna you punya simpanan lain. Alright, so how do we go on? How do we educate public about, you see, this is over or underinsured?
Okay, so it's important that people get access to actually the right information tentang financial planning, alright? And di sini sometimes it can be very difficult. I boleh faham even before saya memasuki industri ini. When I was young, it was very confusing in terms of the amount of what is the right, where do I start, you know? So I think the best thing for someone is to actually ask someone that they trust, okay, that maybe has knowledge about this, okay. So in this regard, perhaps the best way is for them to approach and talk to an advisor that can help give them the right information. Now, we are also fortunate sebab sekarang ni, we also have the internet, kan, which has got a lot of information di sana. So one can also access the internet to obtain a lot of information. But the problem is that maklumat dalam internet ni pelbagai. So we also sometimes can get confused dengan information overload, right? So that's where being able to talk to someone that you trust is very important. Someone that has got the right knowledge to help you plan, to ensure that apa yang you rancang is actually bersesuaian dengan keperluan you, because keperluan ni it change according to your needs, okay, and circumstances. Is no one thing is no plan is actually the same for everyone, kan?
Betul.
So that's very important. Ini bergantung pada you punya situasi, and the best way is to talk to someone that you trust to get information about financial planning.
Great. I guess when you say to talk to someone when you trust, is actually to understand how much is enough. Okay, is something mind-boggling kepada to layman out there, nak tahu berapa banyak cukup. Yeah, so talking to someone yang you trust must also be, you must go all around. Okay, you cannot just talk to someone, talk to one person, but you check, macam Elmie cakap tadi lah. There's also information in the internet. So once you check with this one person, you must also check in the internet, go around and try to understand. Because I feel that also insurance punya protection ni has got to be reviewed from time to time. Okay, so to you, Elmie, how often do we review this? How often do we review protection from time to time?
Okay, the recommended approach is to review this every year. Every year you should actually review every year. You should review you punya financial needs. Okay. Now or whenever you punya situation changes. Sebagai contoh, you dapat anak baru, okay, you just got a promotion, you now have a new job. So bila situasi you berubah, you should also take a chance to review your plan. Okay. So again, it's at least once a year, ataupun bila berlaku perubahan situasi in your life. For example, you dapat anak baru, you dapat kerja baru, right? So that's when you should review you punya financial plan and protection plan.
Okay, that's a good tip. I see, when there's a every year that you should review, and as and when also bila ada perubahan dalam hidup, macam you cakap tadi, kau dapat anak baru ataupun baru kahwin, dapat kerja baru, right? But having said that, right, Elmie, does the need change tu juga daripada segi okay, fasa hidup? Okay, so fasa hidup mula habis belajar, mula bekerja. Okay, selepas dah mula bekerja, then you are getting married. Getting married, you want to buy house, beli properties kan. So dah getting married, then start ada anak. Okay, dan bila dah ada anak seorang, anak dua, then you go further, then anak nak masuk university, anak dah nak masuk college. Kemudian you go further, mungkin macam peringkat kita, anak dah besar, anak dah masuk universiti, anak dah nak bekerja. Betul tak? Okay, then so bila berlaku kita tengok daripada fasa hidup ni, okay, so mungkin kalau I explain daripada segi katakanlah family income, protection untuk death, kematian, untuk breadwinner, maybe bila you dah mungkin masa mula-mula you kahwin dan punya anak, alright, then that is where you need to have the highest protection of family income. Maksudnya sebab sekiranya berlaku kematian at that point of time, you nak make sure at least anak you boleh survive, you ada tanggungan, ada duit untuk sampailah dia dah habis belajar. Okay, so I take it like saya katakanlah sampai umur 23 tahun. Average mereka dah habis belajar dan they start working. Ataupun you want to go extra sampai 25 lah. Okay, that means the first 1 or 2 years, so at least the first 1 or 2 years bekerja tu, at least there's some money that they need from parents lagi lah kan. Betul tak? Okay, so but as you go on, bila dia orang dah start bekerja, dan masa tu pun kita mungkin dah berumur 50 macam tu, we don't need that much protection anymore. Kan? Betul tak? So that means we don't need to be paying that much of protection untuk death ataupun TPD. Kan? Jadi this is something yang from financial planning perspective that we have got to continuous review. Kalau macam Cik Elmie cakap tadi tu, every year. And dan juga anything that happens in your life, contoh dapat anak, contoh dapat kerja baru. Okay, but I will bring in a perspective from fasa hidup. Okay, that's where kita lihat a lot of people ambil protection yang sama throughout. Okay, menyebabkan dia perbelanjaan banyaklah dia bayar. I'm not saying that yeah, it's good, tapi in your life you have other life priorities as well. Selain daripada protection, you have other life priorities untuk simpan duit untuk beli property, simpan duit untuk you punya retirement, simpan duit untuk education anak, simpan duit untuk haji, things like that. So this is where what I'm trying to get at, how to educate public about over and underinsured, and how why they need to review their protection from time to time, so that from financial planning perspective they're able to manage Okay, not just, yes, it's important for you to have your protection, but at the same time also to manage it. Supaya you dapat capai semua you punya life priorities. Alright, so I guess, do you have any feedback on that, Elmie?
Yeah. I think that's what you say is exactly it. Needs and priorities change bergantung pada fasa kehidupan masing-masing. And as we go through different stages in life, we must ensure that we adjust our financial plan so that we ensure that we protect what's important to us, right? And we are able to achieve the objectives that we want. Okay, so I cannot say it better than you, but that's exactly the right point. So, Nick.
Okay, all right. So, to listeners out there, if you want to experience talking to a licensed financial planner, all right, you can click the link below to register and get some financial consultation. There's no strings attached, just to understand about your life priorities and also full financial planning. So you can click the link from the QR code there. Okay, Elmie. So, I think masa sangat mencemburui kita. There are 4 minutes more to 9:30. Sekejap saja masa berlalu.
Kejap saja kan?
And
Yeah.
yes. So, is there any other things that you would like to say or that you would like to share with the listeners out there or Malaysians out there with regards to insurance and takaful?
Well, I think just to summarize lah perbincangan kita pada malam ni, bila kita bercakap tentang merancang pelan kewangan untuk kita dan keluarga kita, it's very important yang kita we don't forget the role of insurance and takaful, kerana it is actually the foundation of financial planning. Okay, it is the awareness untuk mendapat the awareness untuk for the need for protection for insurance and takaful is now becoming better. So saya ingin pesan, jangan malu-malu, jangan segan-segan untuk bertanya and to find out more, and make sure that you do this now, semasa anda masih muda, semasa anda masih sihat. So with that, Nick, thank you very much, and I'd like to wish to all the viewers over there, please stay safe, stay healthy, and semoga kita semua dilindungi oleh Allah SWT, insyaAllah.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much, Encik Elmie. It's a pleasure to have you this evening with us tonight. Yeah. And peringatan Encik Elmie kepada semua kat luar sana, ambil perlindungan insurans masa masih muda dan masih sihat. Macam kita orang ni masih muda lagi. So kita ambil sekarang. Alright. So take care and stay safe everyone. Hope to see you another 2 weeks dalam satu lagi episode The Financial Doctor Show. So till then, we'll meet again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good night.
Thank you for listening to The Financial Doctor Show.